Hello. So you have migraines, you get headaches, you get reoccurring shoulder or neck pain. It's been happening for months, maybe years per se. You've been seeing your acupuncturist, you've been seeing your therapist, your massage therapist, and it helps. It really helps. Oftentimes it goes away for weeks or months at a time, and every once in a while you get that nagging neck pain again. This message might be for you. So there seems to be a misconception between the understanding of healing. Healing is not a destination. Healing is your journey. Healing is a journey of arriving. And it's within that journey is where you are constantly working within the dichotomy or the paradox of healing, just like yin and yang. Yin always wants to go home to its origin, and yang always wants to go home to its origin, almost like X and Y chromosomes do. Everyone wants to go home, just like you want to come home to your heart. And then when you die, if you believe there's a heaven, you want to go home and go there per se, right? So as humans, you are birthed with two individual energies that are considered like yin and yang. And living life is trying to keep harmony every single day, whether you're conscious or not, between keeping these energies that by nature they want to separate and open you up. And oftentimes we misunderstand that because we forget who we are as far as our biology is concerned, and our connection between our body and our mind, and our body and our mind and our hearts per se. And there's a synergistic network between the three energy patterns, and it's very hard to understand that if we tend to be stuck on one side of the brain or another. Healing is a multifaceted phenomenon. So when you're in some kind of physical pain, some kind of emotional pain or anguish per se, and you have shoulder pain and it keeps coming and coming and coming here and then, and it's physical, maybe your range of motion is really limited. Oftentimes, this is your body telling you that something's imbalance, there's stagnation, and it's asking you and inviting you to search deeper. See, your body is divinely intelligent. And as I often say to clients in my private practice, I always say, and I say this from my experiences, as I say to myself, that your body is highly divine and intelligent. And one way to start to tap into that intelligence and that inner communication that's happening is to see your issues that are recycling and continuing, such as pain or anguish, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, something that seems to be eternal in your life, let's say, as an example, as far as like pathology is concerned. That is your body telling you, no different than a bell and a whistle. Your body has these divine bells and whistles, and that is powerful. That is your power. See, we forgot to listen to our body. So now that power of the bell and whistle over time, it starts to collapse because it's overdoing it, and it goes through this over-functioning system, like an over-sympathetic nervous system, until eventually the system collapses and it becomes under-responsive because it's exhausted, because your mind is not connected to your body. And how many more times does your body have to keep telling you that there's something off? And there are two sides to this. Unfortunately, so oftentimes in Western medical rationale, your primary care physician can only help you once it shows up in the blood. For example, you need medication because you have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, right? And you have clogged arteries in your heart, right? That's considered acute. I'm like, okay. It takes months, if not years, for something such as that to show up in your blood work. Your body intelligently gives you actions, symbols, and indications in many forms to let you know that your body's in imbalance. So for me, by the time it's showing up in your blood work, I'm like, that's chronic. So it's important for you to see that and dive deeper and DM me, and we can take it deeper together if you're looking for private consultation, so that you can allow yourself to reintegrate within the knowing of your body's intelligence. We as humans, we navigate through this entire life, navigating through our technology, our vehicle, our body, right? And we're traveling through this earth not fully understanding the fundamentals of your body's inner technology. So oftentimes when your body's going through some autoimmune dysfunction, as an example, because you've triggered DNA codes that were in latency as far as disharmony, and then all of a sudden you might have some kind of like a disease. Dis-ease means that your body's not at ease, so you're in a dis-ease sort of state. And we fall in love and we get lost in our mind, so we take that so literal left side of the brain that we just stay with those symbols and make them facts or fiction, or my words are facts or false. I just don't resonate with that, and it's fine. What I'm saying is that it's important that we start to soften up the left side of the brain to allow the right side of the brain to integrate, at least with the mind, to change perspectives on what autoimmune disease or dysfunction is, on what chronic pain that's not going away is, with the possible notion that if your body has DNA markers to activate dis-ease, are you telling me through epigenetics, through the study of that your body is not able to also turn off the genetic marker, or to even change the genetic chemistry of your being? Chemists do it all the time. That's called outer alchemy or chemistry. As an inner alchemist, you have the potential to do so much more simply by tapping into your body's potential. Now, each individual has their individual gates of opening and gates that are not yet opened as far as their gifts. And if you are in pain and it's chronic, oftentimes it's because you are a powerful soul, a powerful being. And if you have some kind of like an autoimmune disease and you've been living with it for a long time, you are old and powerful beyond this timeline of within this incarnation. What's happening is that your very powerful quantum mind is entrapping your soul within the subconscious state of your being. And your soul's trying to wake up and open up and to no longer feel hostage or imprisoned between the conscious way of thinking. Because once that frees, old soul, once that frees, you will dismantle all of the things that you think you are, including your name. Not that you're going to go crazy or anything like that, but not limited to your morals, your social norms, your belief system. And understandably, I would be afraid, as I am and as I was within my journey. Because once your soul wakes up, your soul is going to illuminate so much more action potential that you've been holding within your system. So due to fears, shame, guilt, and pauses that are being held by your lower chakra system between your root, your sacral, and your solar plexus, you're afraid to illuminate more of who you are. There's a process to this. To unravel can happen spontaneously, boom, right? Near-death experience. You see a lot of people wake up to their experiences and like all of a sudden like lose themselves into a higher notion, or they get worse because it was so real they cannot handle life. Something spontaneous happens and there's an immense change, right? Or it can be gradual in spouts, such as pain that keeps nagging you, such as a job that you need to leave, or a job that you keep trying to find but it's not finding you per se. See, don't limit your mind. Don't limit your mind's potential. Allow the action potential to illuminate your heart further simply by receiving. So if you want to go deeper with this within your soul's imprint, please reach out to me. I am here. You can email me at heartofsoul1331@gmail.com, and we can take it from there. If you have any questions whatsoever, email me anyway.